Hi everyone, I want to read something to you. This is from a book called Living on Borrowed Time, and it's from David Reagan. And I just thought this was a great story/picture that I wanted to share. It says, many years ago, my wife and I read a story during our morning devotional time that greatly impacted my soul, to the point that I vowed to share the story with as many people as possible until I died or was taken in the rapture. I want to conclude this book by sharing that story with you now. It is one of the clearest explanations I have ever encountered of the meaning of the death of Jesus and the grace of God. In 1848, gold was discovered in California. In the following years, over 300,000 Americans made the long and perilous journey to California in search of a fortune in gold. Some traveled by boat around the tip of South America, but most went overland in wagon trains. The people who participated in these wagon trains were mainly city slickers who did not know how to survive in the wilderness. Their fate was in the hands of the wagon masters, who served as their guides and protectors. We know from the logs that were kept by the wagon masters that there were many things they feared, things like Indian attacks, polluted or dried up water sources, plagues, and natural calamities like blizzards. But one particularly fearsome threat was the prairie fire. When the wagon master would spot smoke on the horizon, probably from a fire started by lightning, he knew he had only minutes to protect the wagon train, because the prairie fires often traveled as fast as 40 miles per hour, depending on how hard the wind was blowing. But there is no record of a wagon train being lost to a prairie fire. The reason is there was a crafty way of protecting the wagons from the fire. What the wagon master would do is start a fire downwind of his wagons and wait for it to burn away. Then he would circle the wagons in the burned-out area, take down the cloth tops, and wait for the prairie fire to arrive. When it did arrive, the fire would simply burn around the circled wagons and move on. How does this story relate to the death of Jesus? As he was hanging on the cross, as the only sinless and totally innocent man who had ever lived, all the sins we have ever committed and will ever commit were placed upon him, and the wrath of God, which we deserve, was poured out on him. So when you accept Jesus as your Lord and Savior, you step into the area where the fire of God has already fallen, and you become immune to God's wrath. I just thought that was so awesome. I just wanted to share. So that's it. Bye.